What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Let's Play Diablo 3. We are continuing our Witch Doctor playthrough, of course, on hardcore difficulty. And our number one objective is, of course, on hardcore difficulty to essentially play safe because obviously our, if we mess up and we do die, that is going to be permanent and there is no turning back. Other than that, we are continuing on trailing the Coven, just scavenging around the Northern Highlands, trying to find Leoric's manor and his courtyard. Let's go ahead and summon our zombie dogs. And I do want to go ahead and summon my Gargantuan. Other than that, as you can see, the only other real changes I've done, instead of 1, 2, 3, and 4, I've changed my key bindings to Q, W, and ER. Essentially, my number one goal is to basically try to mimic my League of Legends keys. You know, I do play a lot of League of Legends, and it was kind of a little bit of a challenge, because usually my fingers are just so used to going on Q, W, ER, and they always go on, 1, 2, 3, and 4. But other than that, looks like we found a piece of lore.
Everyone is dead. Billard, that damn fool, was killed trying to communicate with the Khosra, and then the cultists showed up. As soon as I saw them, I ran. I wanted no part of their dark magic. I heard the screams of my companions, but there was nothing I could do to help.
To me, you beasts! Let none touch me!
So other than that, basically we are continuing on our quest. I did go ahead and I unlocked an upgraded version of Spirit Barrage. Basically, every time we do damage, we get a little bit of mana back. So what I'm thinking is we can pretty much cast this forever, especially with the passives that I'm running. And I'm wondering, I do want to go ahead and check out this area before we continue on. Obviously, we need to make our way all the way north to the manor. But you know what? I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of experience and a little bit of money. And why not explore anything and everything? Looks like we got some units on the ground, and I love how the barrage goes over obstacles. Makes it more interesting. Let's go ahead and check down here as well. We might be wasting our time, however, we could find some very cool items. I did go ahead and I found a very powerful belt, just in a log. Like, I thought it was so funny. It was in something like this, but it was a log, and I just clicked it and out came a legendary. You know, talk about luck. And who knows? Yeah, see, like a rotting log. Anything else? Here's a weapon rack. I did actually find out how to get reusable parts as well. Normally, I would never pick up the white items, but all you need to do is salvage the very poor quality items. And you actually do get quite a lot. You get anywhere from like 6 to, 8. So it seems like a really good deal. Other than that, we are just roaming around. Thick binding rope, giving us some reusable parts. And here is a chest we were looking for. Reptilian chain boots of focus. 30 intelligence versus our vitality. Absolutely going to take more damage rather than health. And we've reached level 24. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we should get our better zombie dogs. Though something was really important. I believe it was our new passive. Yep. Let's remove Jungle Fortitude and move on Zombie Handler. And basically, we get 20% more health, and we have the ability to get one more zombie dog. Looking at, we have Sacrifice, Next of Kin, don't need it, let's keep Mass Confusion. We also have Piercing Toads, which we don't need, and that is all. Now, I'm wondering, do the zombie dogs spawn on their own, or do I have to make more? Did I get 4? Yes, I did. So that's quite neat. Now I don't necessarily have to worry about tanking as much anymore. From what I understand, I think we can get up to about 5 or even 6 zombie dogs, especially as the game progresses. Part of me wants to just explore the small little area. Yeah, there's probably nothing, but might as well go and see. And obviously the Spirit Barrage is It does so much damage, too. Like, I don't even need to run and catch people. And I remember as a warrior, it was so hard to catch those goblins. They would always seem to run away. It looks like we found quite another chest. I think I saw that earlier, but somehow forgot about it. quite a bit of items, especially those that I could sell. We have 99 gold over there as well. Maybe we'll get a legendary or a socketed chieftain mask of focus. I do like picking up items that have the word focus in it because obviously it gives me intelligence. 67, quite a bit. No, we're gonna keep what we got. I have 45,000 coin. I feel like that's a lot of money, but I really don't know. I haven't necessarily been buying new equipment because usually I just find everything. However, you know, if I do have something that was like a level 12 boots or like level 13 shoulders, I did go ahead and I made some of those. But, you know, that's, you know, every now and then I will craft an item or a recipe, but it doesn't necessarily really seem worth it. You know, the items I find are just as powerful. And who knows, our money could be useful. From what I understand, we are going to unlock some sort of, I want to say jewel crafter, but I could be completely mistaken. And, you know, it might be a good idea to be able to purchase, you know, new gems or, like, cut gems. But you know what? I could be mistaken. It has been quite a long time since I've played. Or at least, let me rephrase. It's been a long time since I've, you know, made it to the end game. So, you know what? Obviously, this playthrough is very exciting for me. It feels like I'm experiencing it for the first time. As you could tell, because I'm screwing up every now and then. Here's our Spirit Barrage. It does so much damage, and our zombie dogs are absolutely phenomenal. Hiding anything and everything. Well, we are essentially going around the perimeter of the map. Making our way over. Now, as much as I like the Queen Spider, it is kind of annoying to summon it all the time. I wish there was a better way to go about that. But I get that this is supposed to be my main attacking ability, or my main damage ability. So, we'll see exactly what happens. And I am absolutely in love with, mass confusion, but I think I screwed it up. Alright, well, one day I'll figure that out. It's really cool. Basically, I can confuse enemies to fight for me. Now, from what I understand, they usually don't last very long. And obviously, the enemies that fight for me just go ahead and die anyway. But it is kind of cool. It's a little fun, and it's definitely very unique. And a horned charger, very powerful as well. See, I'm barely losing mana. It makes me wonder if I even need that mana passive.
I've been telling stories about that for a while.
Okay, so obviously it wants us to go straight to the manor, which makes sense. But I do want to go ahead. Last time we obviously found some chests. We did find quite a bit of loot, so I'm excited to see, you know, or I'm a little eager to find out what exactly is in the rest of this area. Man, I love Cormac, or our Templar. He's always in the right place at the right time, and man, do I love these zombie dogs. I played as a wizard, and I tried to get up to about level 10.
What is this? The door is closed. The spirits are at peace.
I have no idea what I just did. But anyway, as I was playing a wizard, it was kind of annoying because you would always run out of mana, and you would always be attacked. And now, don't get me wrong, like, it's cool and all, but I feel like it's really only a good class if, you know, you are playing with a group of friends and you have, like, a barbarian or something. You know, as much as powerful as the abilities were, I was killing people left and right.
In your land.
They are banished.
How odd. They're just excellent.
But, you know, I always had a little bit of an issue, you know, trying to run away from different enemies. Iron Gate. I don't know what to do. Oh. I'm clicking it to open. It didn't look like it was working too well. Well, obviously, the cultists are up there. Let's make our way over. And here we are. Finally in Leoric's manor. Clever Savadons of focus. Is there anything exciting? Maybe some chests? Oh! With 12 gold, so not worth it. And maybe there's something over here. A dead villager. Another dead villager. You know, if I had items, I think they have certain items that give better loot. And I know there was, like, better gold, you know, better chance to drop coin or something along those lines. At least that was a couple years ago. From what I understand, they removed the real-world auction house. Now, I don't know if they've removed the actual auction house that costs coins, but I guess I will find out soon enough. New lore as well.
You die.
See, nobody's even, like, getting near me. 28 killed.
The Dark Berserkers are considered weaker demons, but their strength is still far greater than that of any human. I have found dark spells within the cathedral, written in Archbishop Lazarus's own hand, explaining how to summon them. I pray that no other copies exist, so that this terrible knowledge will be lost forever.
There is a new piece to the game. A girl named Leah. My spies tell me she is the child of the witch Adria, who is hiding in the deserts of Chaldeum. Bring this news to the Master at once.
Huh. Well, I guess Adria's mother, or excuse me, Leah's mother, Adria, is alive. Let's listen to the scribe's lectern.
A fetid, pallid malaise has fallen over the manor we now call home. Young Albrecht seems to be enjoying himself in our new home, however. Perhaps I am simply suffering from an imbalance of humors brought on by the recent change of climate.
Looks like we have more cultists. They are everywhere that you can imagine. You know, one thing that I do wish about Diablo games is I wish you could see your progress. Especially, like, don't get me wrong, we are killing anybody and everybody. But I wish we could, you know, bring farmers back, show some a little bit of an economic development, you know, try to make an impact. Here's the manor door.
Unstoppable. No mortal could slaughter our brethren with such ease.
Then die well. Lord Belial will reward your sacrifice.
You culticize sickness. I will purge you.
Delay her while I prepare her demise in the depths below.
Well, I guess we killed everybody before we even got her to finish her, I don't know, her dialogue, I should say. Quest completed, Undaunted Curio. That is very powerful. But you know what my issue is it doesn't give me any armor. We're definitely gonna take it, though. Now we do a heck of a lot more damage. Looks like we did get a Templar relic, giving him a lot of strength and monster kill experience. I do want a necklace sometime soon. And I want pants with vitality. Wow, these are some very powerful boots as well. Okay, so here we are. Let's speak to the wounded man.
They did horrible things to us.
I seek another man, a prisoner in rags.
Yes, the man with the golden eyes. I saw Magda take him into Leoric's old torture chambers below us.
Rest now. I will punish Magda and her cultists.
Okay, enter the Halls of Agony level 1 and find the imprisoned angel. Wow, look at those graphics. Oh, that's so cool. You can see the cathedral. That is very neat. See, like, you could never see those things with, you know, my old laptop. You know, that's pretty awesome. And I like how obviously this is just a straight picture and nothing else, but I like how the map moves. Pretty cool. Sorry, I get distracted easily. Into the Halls of Agony level 1.
No disguises here.
Wow, this is definitely a change of pace. Everything looks bloody and like a massive dungeon. Inferno zombies. Oh my goodness. I do a lot of damage. And it might have been a good idea to sell everything. Looks like we did get another ring with a lot of health that we don't really need.
Fine choice.
Still looking for a necklace, or better yet, two. One for me and one for Cormac.
I am convinced that some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed.
And here we are, quite a few hulks. I feel like it's so easy. Like, obviously, if we're in, like, a narrow passageway, there is no way that any enemies can get to me. Now, like I said, I feel like the only way that I'm gonna die is if I somehow stand in, like, some exploding shrapnel or some exploding ice, you know, bomb. From what I remember, there are small lasers that I think kill you in one hit. So hopefully that isn't the case on hardcore difficulty. If so, I would absolutely cry. Okay, we are looking for the Halls of Agony level 2. Looks like we have some Torturer's Tools, which might give us some nice items. Aiku, which we can obviously disassemble. See, I barely even run out of mana. It's insane. Now that we've reached level 25, we are getting closer and closer to level 70. Poison Dart rune unlocked and Grasp of the Dead rune unlocked. Let's go ahead and take a glance at both of those. We now have enemies killed within Grasp of the Dead have a chance to summon a zombie dog, which we don't really need. And Poison Darts, mana every time a Poison Dart hits an enemy. We don't need that either. And Big Bad Voodoo, conjure a fetish that increases the attack and movement speed and allies. Absolutely don't need that. Though that would be fairly good in some sort of, you know, online dungeon crawler or something like that. Here's another Musty Lectern.
Though my counsel begs me to reconsider, I will continue with the executions of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well. Lazarus is the only one I can still trust.
Oh man, this is where I'm gonna die. I just know it. I don't even want to go through there. You know, I just feel like I'm gonna get killed in one hit, and I'm a little scared. Obviously, we are gonna have to go through, but I feel like I'm gonna die to something stupid like flames, and I'll cry. Now, I'm guessing that these two meet up, and we are gonna have to go through there eventually. You know, I wish throwing my jar of spiders would break open obstacles, because it obviously doesn't, and it is a little annoying.
I need more time.
That's hot coals. And maybe there is something over here, just some torture tools that we don't need.
Not ready yet.
Alright, well, we are gonna have to go through that massive death trap of a cleaver. And, you know, obviously, you know what? I could go ahead and use my defensive abilities.
Seeing it with my own eyes, it is another thing entirely.
You know, I don't think it would kill me in one hit, but that would literally be the worst thing that could ever happen. You know, obviously lagging or something like that. Well, it doesn't kill my zombie dogs. So far, so good. That just literally went twice. See, I feel like something like that's gonna happen. One more time. And we found a thresher. Don't really know what that is. Alright, I feel like there's gonna be flames. Why'd I do that? There we go.
Need more time.
Special heads. I'm gonna need to switch to like poison darts or something like that because the spiders don't break open objects, which I really don't like. Halls of Agony, level 2. Go to the Highlands Passage. I'm excited to finally meet Leah's mother and see where the story takes us, assuming that we can make it to the desert. Here's another lectern that I would love to grab.
I have finally rid myself of the dark influence seeking to subdue me. And now I see things as they truly are. This conspiracy among the insolent townsfolk to weaken me by stealing Albrecht away will not stand. Perhaps the heads of their women and children on pikes will bring them clarity.
Oh, man. I love these lecterns. They really obviously add so much lore to the story. Do I go north or do I go south? I guess we'll go over here. Picking up a Veiled Crystal. And I feel like this is where we'll die. I obviously don't have so much faith. Cormac isn't taking too much damage. Some more dark cultists. They are everywhere. You know what? Part of me wants to go ahead and just switch to Firebomb. No, let's go to Poison Dart and Splinters. Shoot multiple at once. You know, it has so much range and it has a lot of damage. You can't really go wrong with that. Kind of curious as to where they want me to go as well. Alright, this looks dumb. This looks like really dumb. Okay. Another lectern.
I need more bodies. You think my summoners can just conjure up a demon whenever it pleases them? We must have blood. Fresh blood, mind you. And human flesh to bolster our magic. I will be expecting a reply from you shortly.
Well, it makes me wonder how far this, you know, dungeon goes. There's a wooden door here. Sacrificial heads. Obviously a dungeon in itself. I wonder if there's anything in here. Wow! Cultists everywhere. But it doesn't, other than a torture chamber, it doesn't really seem like any real items. I obviously need, speaking of items, I obviously need to go and sell these. I have made it to the end. So, at least of this chamber, we got our lecterns, we are making our way out of here. Maybe we'll find some chests along the way. And I'm gonna try to, you know, I don't know if walking over these is a bad idea or what, but might as well try not to take damage if we don't need to. These units just die, like, instantly. And what is kind of nice is we haven't really seen too many grotesques. Those obviously just blow up and, you know, release heals. Or maybe they're leeches.
I cannot carry more.
Mortal Striders. Okay. Going this way, we might find other lecterns. And we did find a chest. That might be nice. Filled with a topaz.
I can't carry anymore.
And we are out of room. So it makes me wonder, should I even bother? I guess what we'll do is we'll go to the Highlands Passage. You know, I'm willing to bet that there's some type of boss in here that we have, you know, not encountered yet. Don't see any chests. We are getting closer and closer. Anything up here? Anything exciting?
Not ready yet.
Nothing really up here either. So I don't know how far that goes, but you know, there probably was something nice. But who cares? We could just go back and grab it later.
Help me! I'm trapped! In
Woo!
here.
New
Iron
event.
Maiden.
Maybe we can find ourselves... Well, I could go in. Descend into the pit below. Maybe we'll find another ally. Wow, look at all this blood.
Need more time.
So many dead bodies. Oh my god. There's people everywhere. Oh, well, that guy died.
Cannot carry more.
Prisoner's journal.
Inside 1263, Yarno Kibistani. The jailers burned runes into my flesh. They say all the torture and dark magic will turn us into demonic slaves for King Leoric. What foolish lies. 17th day of Lunasad. Oh, pain.
Not ready yet.
So hungry. 20th day of Lunasad. Master. Hunger. Master. Feed me.
Huh. It's kind of neat.
God bless. I was certain I was gonna die in there. I heard rumors of vast treasure to be found down here. A damn fool that I am, I believed them. Don't know why I thought it might be inside an Iron Maiden. All I could think of while I was trapped in that horrible darkness was that no one would ever know what had happened to me.
Well, looks like we have completed the quest, gaining quite a bit of experience and quite a bit of gold. I am going to make my way out to the Highlands Passage and then hopefully back to New Tristram to sell all of these items. Maybe make some money. Maybe even get new items as well. Enter the Cursed Hold. I'm looking for some sort of waypoint. Man, these graphics are just perfect. They're beautiful. Okay, doesn't look like any type of waypoint. I may need to go ahead and switch up my abilities. Like, as cool as it is, the Spear Barrage, obviously, we could try to get some other new abilities that, you know, do damage in a different way. You know, maybe getting the, I believe it's the Acid Rain, that might be fun. Well, Cursed Hold. I want a waypoint.
I am Asilla, once queen to our beloved Leoric. My servants and I were consumed by his madness. Now I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their eternal torment.
Well, before I go in, can I... Leoric's Manor, Halls of Agony 2. I think what I am going to do is go ahead and end this episode here. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I will see you in our next adventure.